In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating, walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and today's commencement exercises. I am Jake Working from Engineering Advising. This day represents a milestone in the lives of our students. Please remember that this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day is on our students. Graduates, you are asked to remain seated during the ceremony and return to your seats after you've crossed the stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand for the academic procession. The procession includes the graduates of the Tickle College of Engineering, class of 2023, and faculty representatives led by Sophie Hitson, who carries the college banner. College Dean, Dr. Matthew Minch, and University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost, Dr. John Zomchik, will lead the commencement stage party that includes University of Tennessee System President Randy Boyd, today's speaker, Dr. Hash Hashimian, honored guests, and members of the college administration.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Toby Boulay, Interim Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs for the Tickle College of Engineering. On behalf of the college, we welcome you all. Please remain standing as you are able as we begin today's ceremonies with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we all join Emma Wilson in singing the national anthem. Emma is accompanied by members of the Tennessee Brass, Arthur Zanin, Alexis Kilgore, Nicole Hollenbeck, Alex Van Duren, Alexander Lapins, and Keith Brown. Today's color guard is presented by cadets from the University of Tennessee Army ROTC Detachment 800. Please be seated. Welcome once again. Let's start our program by giving our graduates a round of applause. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Matthew Mensch, Dean of the Tickle College of Engineering.
Thank you, Dr. Boulay. Good evening, or good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, parents, students who have worked so hard for this, friends and family. Welcome again to the Tickle College of Engineering graduation ceremony. It's my hope and my belief that this group of engineers, these graduates, will contribute to a better future for all of mankind. You've pursued degrees in one of the most demanding of disciplines and met our highest expectations. This group has witnessed COVID and made it through and come out on top. And the group has witnessed many achievements by our college during the time at the University of Tennessee as well. From facilities and programs to the talented faculty and staff around me, the people who have taught you and advised you and helped you get to this day today, there's success everywhere you look. In the past 2 years alone, the Tickle College of Engineering has set records for undergraduate and graduate enrollment, all the while including increases in the incoming GPA. We've set records in historically underrepresented and female enrollments, research expenditures, which are now just shy of $100 million, annual intellectual property development. We've had 2 faculty named to the National Academy and 1 named an AM Turing Award winner, which is like a Nobel Prize in computer science. Our graduate rank also recently went up significantly in the U.S. News & World Report rankings, and we have anticipated faculty growth of over 30 new positions in the next 3 years. We've also occupied 275,000 square foot of brand new space in the Xena Engineering Complex and the Systems Tennessee-made building. Our college was also recently the recipient of more than a $10 million planned gift from a chemical engineering alumni to provide resources for the newly named Dwight Hutchins Engineering Diversity Program. We have much to celebrate, and today we're here to celebrate your achievements as graduates at Tickle College of Engineering. I'd also like to take a brief moment. I'm a parent myself of 3 children. One of them is not graduating today in the Tickle College of Engineering, but maybe should have been, maybe next year. We'll get there. He's not here, so I don't have to take the heat for that one. But I'm sure many of you may know him, so don't send him a text right now. I'll get it when I get home. But I want to take a moment to just celebrate the family, the friends, and the supporters of the people who helped you get here and get through. As a parent myself, it's difficult to get here today, and it's an amazing achievement and something we are proud of beyond how you can really understand at this moment. So thank you very much. As we acknowledge the many achievements of our graduates, I want to give another special recognition out. Many of our graduating seniors have participated in the Senior Impact Gift Challenge. There's a rope they wear for that, making a gift of 2023, symbolizing the year they graduated to commemorate the year. So all of those who have given to that, I hope you know we're very grateful, and your vols for life. We're grateful to be joined today by the president of the university system, Randy Boyd. Randy will bring greetings on behalf of the UT system.
Thank you, Dean Mensch. Well, on behalf of myself and on behalf of the University of Tennessee system, with 5 campuses across the state and 433,000 alumni, I want to congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. I'm looking forward in a few moments to be able to shake each of your hands and say congratulations personally. So it's a great honor to be here today. You're going to get a lot of advice today. I'm going to give you one bit of advice that you can actually remember and take advantage of. Most of it, the rest that you'll get, you'll most likely forget. In fact, you'll probably forget all of us. But here's one thing that I know that you can remember. At the end of this ceremony, please take an extra effort and go and thank all the people that helped you accomplish this amazing feat. Thank your parents, thank the faculty. There's a lot of people that helped you get here. This is the one opportunity that is best to be able to take advantage of, to tell them thank you. So please do that. Well, you're in luck. Today isn't my first commencement. The first time I did a commencement, I was actually the commencement speaker that time. I went very long, and it was very boring, and I know that because one of my good friends came up to me afterwards and said, "Randy, that was really long and really boring." But he gave me 3 tips, and the 3 tips were this. He said, 1, tell stories. Stories aren't boring. People like to hear a story. 2nd, it's helpful if the story has a point. It doesn't have to, but it's just helpful if the story has a point. But the most important thing to always remember is that nobody came here to hear you speak, so be very brief. So I'm gonna keep that in mind and just tell you one story. I'll even go ahead and tell you the moral of the story, and the moral of the story is success begins with yes. And the story has a couple of reasons why I decided to share this today. 1, it's my personal story, which I know well, but 2, it wouldn't have happened without the College of Engineering along the way, with so many engineers that came alongside me through the development of the business. The story is actually also very inspiring, and I happen to know it's inspiring because one day, about 10 years ago, I was actually talking to a group of entrepreneurial students here at UT. That was the hour version, not the short one you get today. And afterwards, some young lady came up to me and said, "Mr. Boyd, your story is so inspiring." And I'm generally kind of humble, but when she said that, I mean, I could just, I don't know, pop up, I feel my head swell a little bit, and then she says, "It just goes to show, if you can do it, anybody can do it." So when I share this with you, please keep that in mind. So I graduated from the University of Tennessee, first in my family to graduate, age 19, went to work for my father for 4 years until I realized what most young men realize. My dad wasn't very smart, he was underpaying me. So I started a business, which failed in 6 months, and learned what most young men eventually also realized. My father was a lot smarter than I gave him credit for. But I was too proud to go back, so I started this other very glamorous business, selling electric fencing for cattle and horses out of the back of a Dodge Maxi van. No air, no radio, no air conditioning because I was cheap, no air or no radio because I wanted to make sure I was listening to my customers. It was a really glamorous job. I was the guy with the clipboard going to little feed and farm stores all over Georgia and Alabama, taking the store's order, going out from the truck, putting it on the shelves. Go back and get my check from the owner, usually about $100, drive 30 miles down the road to the next store, do that 10 times a day until in the evening, I'd stay at the best hotel you could possibly find for under $18 a night. They're out there. If you ever see those cinder block hotels with 10 rooms and a gravel parking lot and you wonder, who stays at a place like that? Electric fencing salesmen stay at places like that. But when you're starting a business, you do whatever you can. Well, I mentioned I didn't have a radio because I wanted to listen to my customers. About 6 years in, my customers started asking me for this product called the Invisible Fence. And they said all the things every salesman likes to hear. Doesn't matter how much it costs, we'll buy as many as you can get. So I thought I'd look into it. Well, I called the company. They wouldn't sell to me. So eventually ended up deciding to make my own version of it. I'm not an engineer, so I called a company that had an engineer in the evening that could work for. His name is Paul Robertson, a University of Tennessee graduate. And he quoted me $30,000 to make this first product for me, which may not sound like a lot to you, but after 6 years of selling electric fencing out of the back of my van, staying at $18 hotels, my total net worth, according to my balance sheet, was $26,000. But I wouldn't be here, obviously, if I hadn't bet everything on this one idea. Turned out to work. It took about a year longer to develop than I expected, but by June of 1991, we had a product to sell. At that time, my little distributing company was doing about $1.5 million in sales. I was hoping to do about $25,000 in sales for this product a month. That'd be about 100 units a month. Instead, in the first month, we sold 3,000 units. First year, half year, we sold $1 million for the product. The next year, 5. The next year, 15. The wheels kind of fell off then. I needed some help with the design. I reached out to a guy named Ron Nutt and Jim Rochelle, also former faculty members of the College of Engineering, that helped redesign the product that gave me a competitive edge. Today, the company will do $760 million. We have over 1,400 employees, and we have 110 engineers, most of which are from the University of Tennessee's College of Engineering, right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. So, thank you. So, back to the moral of the story, success begins with yes. How often do you go to a store or any provider, a retail or service, and say, do you have a particular product or service? And they respond, no, I'm sorry, we don't have it. And that's the end of the story. Their story completely ended. So many times people pass up opportunities that are right before them. What if I had just told my customers and they asked me for the invisible fence? I could have simply said, oh no, I don't sell that. And that would have been the end of the story. So as a student of people and student people that are successful these last 40 years, whether it's business or nonprofit or public service, I have yet to ever meet somebody that told me, yeah, you know, I just kept saying no and no after no after no, and then all of a sudden I was successful. Every story that I've ever met, every person I've ever met that has been successful, their story began with them saying yes. So I want to share with you today is this is a great time to take a chance. You're young. If you fail, you don't fall too far back. This is a great time to take a chance. And if you're going to be successful, it's going to be by saying yes to opportunities. So again, the moral of the story is success begins with yes. Now let me close with some final thoughts. Well, this is a big day for you. You are part of something even bigger. This year, 8,484 other UT students across the state are going to be graduating. And at UT Knoxville, 5,159 will also be graduating in the next couple of days. And that's a big deal and something to be very proud of. There are literally hundreds of thousands of UT alumni that have come before you. And there will be hundreds of thousands to follow you. They have individually and collectively made incredible impacts in both the community and the state and the world. And so will you. So as new alums, I'd like to leave you with these 3 challenges. First, live a life that leaves the world a better place than you found it. Second, live a life that honors the traditions of UT Knoxville and makes former alumni proud. And third and finally, live a life that will inspire future generations that follow you. Again, congratulations on this great accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, President Boyd. At this time, it's my pleasure to announce our commencement speaker, Dr. Hash Hashemian. Dr. Hashemian is President and CEO of Analysis and Measurement Systems Corporation, AMS, a nuclear engineering firm headquartered in Knoxville. His technical and operational vision and leadership has enabled AMS to play a key role in ensuring the safe and efficient operation of virtually every nuclear power plant in the United States, as well as many in Europe and Asia. He's accomplished this success through the development and delivery of industry-leading instrumentation and control, system testing and analysis equipment, training and services. He's a globally recognized expert in peaceful applications of nuclear energy for electricity generation and medical diagnostics and treatment. Hashemian is a fellow of the American Nuclear Society, a fellow of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, a fellow of the International Society of Automation, and a member of the European Nuclear Society. After earning a bachelor's degree in physics from the National University in Iran, Hashemian earned his master's degree in nuclear engineering from UT in 1977. He followed that up with 3 doctorate degrees, a PhD in nuclear engineering, a Doctor of Engineering degree in electrical engineering, and a PhD in engineering science. It's not bad. I feel small now. That's really good. He's worked for the nuclear and aerospace industries and U.S. government organizations, including the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, Department of Energy, Air Force, Navy, and National Aeronautics and Space Administration. He's a member of the Department of Nuclear Engineering Hall of Fame and was awarded the 2016 recipient of the Nathan Doherty Award, which is the Tickle College of Engineering's highest honor. I met Hash on my 2nd day as department head in mechanical, aerospace, and biomedical engineering in 2013. At the time, his son Alex was a student in my department. I had the pleasure of knowing him and his family. I'm sure you will enjoy his talk. To me, and the reason why I asked him to talk today is because when he tells a story, he has a point, right? But also, he's very entertaining, and to me, his journey represents the quintessential American dream. An immigrant to the United States, he got an education, he opened a business, he's a wonderful part of the community, and employs many of our students as well. He's also a symbol of the value of being welcoming to people from all backgrounds and all corners of the earth. and also a symbol of the power of an engineering degree from the Tickle College of Engineering. He's also owner of a very successful company. He's also a good friend of mine. He also has some of the best suits I've ever seen. He's a wonderful friend of the college. He's a wonderful friend of the community and a wonderful friend of mine. I'm very blessed to introduce Dr. Hashemian to the stage.
That was longer than my speech. Between you and Randy Boyd, you took most of the time that I was going to spend up here. Randy, you already said I'm going to not talk on the script, so I'm going to deliver on that promise. Hello, everybody. How are you? It's good to see you. Congratulations. Seriously, Dr. Mensch, thank you for that huge introduction. I'm glad my mom is here to hear all these things. Too bad she probably didn't understand most of it. She understands some English, some. So graduates, you are an important solution to one of the biggest problems in business and industry today, and that's workforce development. That's the hugest problem we have in businesses, and you're helping to fill that gap. The United States is actually short of millions of workers of all kinds, and hundreds of thousands of engineers alone. So you're filling a part of that gap, so thank you very much. When Dr. Mensch asked me to give this speech, I asked my daughter, Nikki, who's sitting over there, what shall I talk about? She said, let's go to ChatGPT and let it write you a commencement speech, which I don't know what these PhDs these guys are talking about, it's only have done me a lot of harm, because people think I have 3 PhDs, I can fix TVs, cars, and all that. I can't do anything. I can't even operate my own cell phone. I gotta get Nikki to do that. So this ChatGPT produced a fantastic commencement speech, which I brought just to read for you. So that's all I'm gonna do. How about that? No, I'm not going to do that. I wrote my own, but it's not long. It's shorter than my introduction that Dr. Mensch gave me, so don't worry. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, writing and communication skill is one of the most important ingredients of success in business. So please write your own. Don't use ChatGPT. You can start with it like I did, and then do your own. You know, I've sat in these chairs that the students are sitting, the graduates. I love seeing you guys, really do. It's an honor to be in front of you. I've been sitting there a few times myself, and in those seats, both sides, about 6 times. Twice for my son and daughter, Alex and Nikki, who graduated here, a couple of times for my nieces, and a couple of times for my nephews. But I also had a brother here that took 9 years to get a BS degree, even though he never worked. All of his expenses was paid by my parents, including a ton of parking ticket money that he emerged over the time. At our time, I was here a few weeks ago. You guys are really lucky. There's a lot more parking here than it was then. Part of our expenses at that time was parking tickets. We paid more for parking than food, tuition, and lodging. So when my brother finally graduated, he was here actually. My dad couldn't believe it, so we brought a bunch of photographers and videographers to document objectively that my brother graduated. And people were asking us, what did he do, get a PhD in astrophysics? He said, no, we just got a BS from UT, which was good. I came here to University of Tennessee in 1975 to go to the graduate school of nuclear engineering. And while I was there, I started my company in the basement of the nuclear engineering department, together with my professor. And there was a bunch of us students that did that with professors or on our own. So as a result of that, 5 or 6 companies came out of this that were very successful. One was sold for about $1 billion, $1 billion a few years later. Another one that was started by 2 graduate students at the nuclear engineering department was sold for $200 million. And another one was sold to a very large company, international company. Now, these are $200 million and $1 billion a long time ago, so it's a huge deal. My company, of course, is still here, so I'm the smallest of all the ones that came out of the university, but I'm still very happy and thank God every day. We used to hire people, and they stayed forever. I got people that had worked for me for 30 years. They are still there. But then in around 2010, the world all of a sudden changed. We start seeing people leaving and attrition and all, and asked around what's going on. They said, well, the new generation will not work for you unless you provide a lot of flexibility. And we did, and it has worked for us. So we are providing a lot of flexibility. You know, I never heard the word work-life balance till 2010. I don't know what it means. I still don't. So work-life balance was not there. And I just actually wonder why people worked for us when the company was young. We gave the horrible salaries. We had no benefits. Everybody smoked. I was a horrible boss because I never studied business. And I told them, you're like my kids. You do what I say. And they did. If you do that today, nobody will work for you. I promise you. People ask me, how did you make it? And I tell them always 2 things: hard work and good people. One of the best things about my life, besides my family, my children, my mom, and everybody else, is my people. I really enjoy working with them. They enjoy working in the company, and we love what we do. So if you love what you do, work is going to become like vacation. And work-life balance would be automatic. You don't have to worry about it. Now, I came to the United States as a 24-year-old student to go to graduate school. And I landed in Houston, Texas. I came from Iran. And Iranian kids that come to the United States tell you that a person who picks you up from the airport and takes you to your dormitory or hotel or wherever and mentors you for the first few days or few weeks of being in the United States sets your destiny. And that's to some extent true. For me, that was my brother, not the one I was telling you about. This one is different. Just as bad, if not worse. So when you come to US, this is a long time ago, you think every place in the US looks like New York. A lot of tall buildings, a lot of cars, hustle and bustle, you see a lot of stuff. My brother took me from Houston directly to Beaumont, Texas. And in the way I kept asking him, I said, listen, where are all these big buildings and cars and everything? He said, wait till we get to Beaumont. We finally got to Beaumont, and the tallest building there was the library of the university there, small university, and it was only 4 stories tall. So that was the first tallest building I saw in the United States. So my message from that is that please get yourself a good mentor. To me, a good mentor could be your parents, professors, friends, is very important. One that directs you, mentors you, helps you, and is not a master of misinformation like I got. This brother of mine got his master's degree in chemical engineering from Texas, and the first thing he did after that, he started a restaurant. My dad called and said, what the hell? I paid all this money for this guy to become an engineer, and he started a restaurant. Nothing wrong with starting a restaurant. It's an honorable profession, obviously. But you don't need a master's degree in chemical engineering to start a restaurant. So, this is a guy who got married remotely. He was not in his own wedding. So, this is true. I told him, I told his wife not to marry him. She didn't listen. Now she says she should have listened. Too late. And I'll let you guess, where does this guy work for and for who? He works in Knoxville, Tennessee for my company. So the last thing I want to tell you is this: don't be stubborn like this guy and listen to no one but yourself. If you do, you're going to end up working for your brother, and your wife is going to regret marrying you. Thank you very much.
Sorry, these guys have been talking. I got to flip through to where we are. It is now my privilege to recognize 3 special groups of outstanding students in the Tickle College of Engineering. Will our National Academy of Engineering Grand Challenge Scholars please stand? Here they are. These students have completed additional challenging academic requirements stipulated by the National Academy of Engineering. Will our Tickle College of Engineering ambassadors please stand? These students assist in the recruitment of prospective students to the college through campus tours and stimulate community interest in the field of engineering through outreach events. Will our Heath Integrated Business and Engineering Program students please stand? These students graduate understanding the intersection between business and engineering, thanks to the program's industry-focused curriculum. Please join me in recognizing all of these outstanding students. Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. Our students have worked hard to earn their degrees. I ask that you be patient as we recognize each graduate. Charles Prim will announce each student's name as they walk across the stage. Please keep your cheering brief so that other guests can also hear their graduate's name. Graduates, the ushers will direct you to the stage where you will be introduced. Once you have crossed the stage and had your photo taken, please return to your seats. The official degree conferral will take place once all names have been called. Students will approach in the following order: chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, materials science and engineering, aerospace engineering, biomedical engineering, mechanical engineering, and finally nuclear engineering. Provost Zamchik, President Boyd, and Dean Mensch, would you please approach the platform to welcome our degree recipients?
Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Bailey Goldston. Emily Alice Edwards. Caitlin Marie Scotty. Owen Jackson Windley. Thomas Peter Shimunovich. Bridgie Coffin, Jr. Anando Katana. Sami Issa Isaac. William Daniel Brackett. Megan Rochelle Stiles. Jacob Thomas Johnson. Benjamin Wilson Burnett. Ethan Christopher Robson. Jacob Eden Hartsfield. Jackson Connor Chartier. Nicholas Napier. Leah Page McDaniel. Amanda Louise Knops. Daniel Frederick Haught. Michael D. Buchanan. Hung Kon He. Benjamin Ray Johnson. Jeffrey Andrew Greer. Garrett Anderson Holbert. Noah Bernard Barnes. Robert Christian Markham. Sarah Catherine Batten. Kevin Eldon Schilling. Hank Marshall. Gabriel Chet Larkins. Rahul Mandwani. Lucy Elizabeth Moore. Anna Beth Malone. Olivia Grace Lazar. Larissa Ann Thomas. Taylor D. Ray. Aro Taha Harame. Austin Tyler Anderson. Brent Wayne Nanny. Sammy Cady. Connor Lee Rigsby. Mario Alberto Ornelas. Alexis Gianna Barton. Jessica Riley Dukes. Catherine Sunway Fry. Cameron Nesta Cohen. Peyton Elizabeth Wright. Nolan David Bird. Jada Michelle Gentry. Lena Carey Taylor. Nicholas LaSelva Brockman. Kaylee M. Hall. Brock Stephen Patterson. Sophia Elizabeth Sapp. Michaela Rose McGranahan. Kaylee Jane Willingham. Ista Diallo. Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Hayden Gregory Rogers. Lainey Grace Coram. Davina Marie Langorica. Hunter Austin Davis. Erica Marie Riley, Griffin Reese Simmons, Violet Josephine Boss, Elizabeth A. Vanderloo, Sydney Nicole Kirby, Margaret Rose Poland, Tanner Thomas Marshall, Tyler J. Brooks, Nabil Jawani, William Lincoln Pugh, Isaac Richard Macon, Stephen Connor Tremaine, Thomas Kelly Wheeler, Jack Thomas Bristol, Benjamin James Archibald, Jonathan Glenn Shell, Caitlin Michelle Ierson, Natalie Marie Hester, Joshua Christian Lacey, Levi Hayden Matthews, Robert Lischarchik, Patrick Thomas Biddle, Jeremy Cameron Brad, Kirby Thomas Krivsky, Michael Anderson per year, Blake Hoffmaster, Brian Thomas Wacker, Brett Thomas Burns, Brandon Mack Pittman, Gerald Austin Dillard, Zachary Ryan Nieves, Caleb Elias Napper, Kevin Paul Schnadelbach, Natalie Faith Holt, Jackson Tyler Muncie, Griffin Bedell, Matthew Chase Armstrong, Samantha Carol Jarek, Hira Malik, Grace Whitehouse, Thomas Andrew Peplow, Jeffrey Lynn Chen, Cody Sadoff, Catherine Blanche Schildmeyer, Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Nicholas Gannon Drake, Charles Nee Wong, Joshua Emmanuel Anantharaj, Robert Daisuke Griffith, Cole Patrick Johnston, Parker David Bowling, Joshua Kearney Wright, Andrew Muller, Walter J. Ashworth, Cade Brown, Zachary Brian Ham, Calvin Lee Brown, Benjamin Reed Royster, Alawi Al-Shakuri, Max He, Marcos Garcia, Kelly Lynn Claire Detterman, Elizabeth Camille Sutton, Austin Alexander Allison, Matthew Stephen Allison, Jasmine Nicole Wallace, Justin L. Cash, Colin Scott Weichel, Brian E. Hairston, Kishan Patel, Ashton Lee Adcox, Ria Nilesh Kumar Patel, Ty Robert Banks, Matthew Keith Bowman, Jared Allen Funderburg, Brendan Corwin Sweet, Diego Ferrer, Andrew William Chin, John Francis McBride IV, Liza Grace Beret, William Thomas Ray, David Allen Lynn, Ryan C. Davis, Sean A. George, Jacob Wesley Hammonds, Jonathan Robert Shields, Aaron Robert Weinbarger, Caleb Anthony Hagans, William Ian Hopkirk, John Jackson Vahali, Dean Thorne Vukols, Ayrton Yael Garcia Valdez, Michael Joseph Jones, Michael Joseph Hughes, Parker N. Collier, Anthony Allen Roman, Matthew Thomas Wyatt, Cole V. Elliott, Wesley Chandler Hudson, Spencer William Mahoney, Caleb Hayden Weaver, Seth Eric Cunningham, Caitlin Rose Iodonisi, Mary Ella Denise, Michael Kevin Garcia Jr., Murphy Metzger Smith, Omid Nurbash, Z. Win Lim, Richard Ramirez, Jacob Ron Duell, John Evan Albritton, Trevor Blake Mangrum, Alex Hickman, Robert Grady Williams, Zachary Price Williams, Clay Allen Schubert, Lucas D. Jaxtus, Andrew Charles Weldon, Daniel Christopher White, Varun Bhupati Raju, Taha Nasim Khan, Brady A. McLaughlin, Christopher Daichi Degawa, Alashon Firoz Bayani, Samuel Richard Thompson, David Juan, Yamin Ahmad, Cameron Vaughn Macklin, Benjamin Jacob Schwartz, Ian David Hunt, Evan Tyler Anderson, John Dylan Sullenberger, Lexi Velas, Susan Kate Blankenship, Reed Harrison Semmel, Bryce Landon Parker, Charles Howard Condon, Jake Charles Notowich, Ryan T. Siemens, Alexander Christopher Esser, Gregory Howard Brown, Jacob Gary Page, Matthew Christopher Walters, Kevin Van Nguyen, Benjamin Adam Clark, Georgia Lee Strickland, Robert Melvin Schaefer, Kellen Leland, Bryson Cade Gullett, Mahim Mathur, Dawson Grant Ballard, Logan Garrett Scott, Matthew Nolan Porter, Suhil Suresh, Junyoung M, Kyung Min Han, J. Kamlesh Amin, Ne Patel, Nima Tayefe, Noah Matson Morris, Dennis Preston Beatty Jr., Christopher Juwan Lee, Dejon DeMarcus Carney, Mackenzie Patrice Ward, Devin Matthew Muncie, Eli T. Wilson, Darius James White, Seth Cameron Johnson, An Tan Phan, Samuel Christopher Doms, Lauren Abigail Proctor, Juliet Allison Bradford, Caroline Piper Rinks, Hansen Hoyang Lam, Ian Mateo Jorge McDougall, Swasti Mishra, Tegan Andrews Harshbarger, Jacob Lawton Malloy, Marco A. De Leon, Paul Matthew Attle, James Thomas Fillers, William Connor Parham, Jayaway Leo Wu, Franklin Shia, Zachary Roger Hayes, Joel Anthony Rodiguero, Daniel Joseph Pledger, Eli Philip Carter, Sufi Sulaiman Punjani, Abdurman Adnan Bahur, Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering, Hisham Khaled Ahmad, Jared Michael Morgan, Caden Ray Duncan, Garrett Jackson Duggar, Taylor Donna Gingrich, Nicholas A. DiTullio, Aaron Ashley Stone, Paulina Urbanowitz, Hannah Grace Self, Trent Allen Deal, John Robert Reed, Kaylee Anna Basilio, Caitlin Ciara Daniels, Karis Luann Miller, Connor Allen Kesterman, Paul Moore Mercer IV, Evan James Gamble, Riley Wood, Christopher Stephen Warlick, Shushi Tungapuli, Kalpaj Kata, Jean Bosco Rudasingwa, Mackenzie Moreland Robinson, Stephen Paul Laird, Ryan McNichol, Kevin Charles Aquadro, Ryan Michael McDermott, Kurt Robert Whitler, Jack Armstrong Krimmel, Luke Alexander Pollock, Christian George Muhlman, Ethan M. Pannell, Mike S. Cho, Jr., Austin William Edmonds, Justin Michael Perkins, Miranda Lynn Beddix, Dannon Dahlman, Diego Maximiliano Uribe Fabian, Luis Daniel Abud, Warren Gabriel Dewey, Nicola Constance McGregor, Charles Walter Sweet, Carson Wade Getz, Clayton Pierce Hyatt, Nicholas Alexander Hassler, Benjamin J. Northern, Jennifer Mercedes Rodriguez, Department of Materials Science and Engineering, Christopher Daniel Webb II, Alicia Brian Zanen, Holly Kathleen Batt, Ryan Matthew Maples, Connor Michael Cornacchione, Dov Polsky, Kylie Allison Berry, Sarah Marie Godfrey, McKenna Grace Kookaroo, Alexander Dirk Greenhall, Jonathan James Landry, Alexander John Bowman, Christopher Pear Fritz, Jack Joseph Frederick, Raymond Philip Wisemersky, Melanie Cara Mochadlo, Department of Mechanical, Aerospace, and Biomedical Engineering, Alberto Fonseca Vargas, Elijah Caleb Whitaker, Andrew Jace Johannesson, Ashley Nicole Handy, Tatum Sierra Perry, Abdullah Hussein Al-Khatani, Stephen Daniel Ricketts, Dishan Ajay Desai, Danil Nayan Patel, Ariel Queen Lane, Jamie Michelle Pouncey, Clayman Mitchell Moody, Nathan Paul, Caroline Grace Bowers, Catherine Nicole Vasiloff, Ali Saad Alani, Mina Francis Habib, Azim Hussein, Amin Dakiri, Andrew Charles Sloan, Gerald L. Backus III, Ryan Allen Price, Prem Pragnesh Patel, Madison Ramona Alberding, Ashlyn Hope Kozlowski, Michael Flynn McGinnity, Calvin James Eckerman, Ryan Nicholas Jandreski, William Wyatt Greenwald, Jack Douglas Haig, Evan Christopher Walker, Isidro Rey Espinoza II, Jason Thomas Osment, Noah Bradley Smith, Jacob Weaver Hickerson, Amanda Lynn Dubrail Garrison, Andrew Yale Kovsky, Cole Jameson Dempsey, Samantha Celine Cavanaugh, Campbell Wesley Kellum, Justin Thomas Lee, Lorenzo Tommaso Franceschetti, Nathan Slater, Noah Trail Varner, Joseph David Heimel, Matthew Logan Schaefer, Samuel Joseph Bender, Tyler Ray Woodard, Nicholas Blake Weber, Cameron John Alexander, Patrick J. Dietrich, Sean Alexander Amato, Thomas James Fitzhugh, Patrick Christopher Fichtner, Addison Malia Baker, Abigail Lambert McCord, Caden Matthew Stafford, John Klepzig, Benjamin Garrett Collins, Emerson Thomas Manley, Seth Michael Sheets, Matthew Tyler Sherrod, Alfred J. Waddell, Jonathan M. Blackwell, Leah Renee Montgomery, Haley Renee Hopkins, Nathan Roy Fishback, Luke Thomas Sadler, Taylor D. Bowers, Jonas Bryant Grayson, Samar Issa Abdo, Heath Colton Taylor, Andrew Jean Arnold Albanog, Catherine Elizabeth Slavny, Jonna Carey O'Connell, Catherine Ruth Nowicki, Kelsey Rose Hartley, Nolan Lee Doherty, Javen C. Calhoun, Yuki Albert Tagayanaki, Radley Kirk Lockmiller Jr., Benjamin Bolinsky, Heidi Elizabeth Seuss, Jenna Stevens, Jessica Rose Jordahl Pitts, Andrew Reese Pugh, Austin Lloyd Vineyard, Landon Andrew Hubbs, John William Sarapo III, Jacob Zosa Cielo, James Nathan Cooper, Kyle William Evans, Jessica Leanne Pierce, Sydney Blake Lawler, Carson Lewis Plyler, Luke Tyler Crum, Dylan M. Marler, Daniel Brewer Irvin, Evan Timothy Bruxfort, Lance Michael Nipper, Yuliana Nikisheva, Madeleine Jane Smith, James H. Lambert, Tyler Ray McCoy, Rene Salvador Rohan Ramirez, Edward Manning Self, Micah Stephen Boudreau, Matt Freak, Harvey Lee Kent III, Joseph Timothy Hoots, Evan Thomas Hill, David Job Dooley, Efren Rasura, Anne-Marie Faith Harter, Nicholas Paul Henry, Rachel Amanda Robinette, Samantha Grace Bell, Garrett Allen Fields. Gabriel Isaac. Emily T. Tron. Lilani Alfreda Abdurrahman. Ilian S. Domenech. Anne Elizabeth Gosnell. Samuel Keaton Brickley. Kaylin Annette Shipley. Gabrielle Alexis Weaver. Renata Dos Reyes Marquez. Luke Santiago McDougall. Sarah Emily Norris. Shreya Kusum Kumpatla. Benjamin Franklin Pham. Chadwick Eugene Bolding, Jr. Sejal Genterkar. Leslie Michelle Chavez. Mason Alexander Derrick. Zachary Michael Dansu. Gabriel Benjamin Bonneville. Edward Michael Strohoffer. Corey Allen Clark. Nicole Elizabeth Brandt. Christian Edward White. Sam Lawrence Swanner. Samuel Thomas Banks. Dylan C. Bryant. William Logan Dingler. Logan Tyler Ransom. Maya Nicole Pinson. Travis Payne Thornton. Shrikar Rao Rairao. Cameron Warren Bobo. Jonathan Paul Kerr. Noah Philip Bell. Zivan Shahraz Noorani. Carson Joseph Foy. James Allen Hartwig, Jr. Hayden Isaac Murdoch. Stephen Grant Wilmoth. Robert Ray Vandergriff III. Samuel Garrett Knight. Conan Patrick Curry. Allison Marie Gerstner. Ronald Christopher Wade, Jr. Mallory Marshall. Kyle Patrick Fagan. Bianca Aliana Candelaria. Calvin Spa. Matthew B. Charles. Carl Lester Woodard III, Joseph Blaine Walker, Stephanie Marie Newton, Noah Matthew Trent, Clayton Thomas Hickey, Ashton Chase Simpkins, Donovan Stockdale, Ethan Samuel Falk, Andrew Blake Ledden, John Thomas Rojas, Brandon Riley Burchell, Joseph M. Rutherford, Zachary Fisher Lacer, Robert Job White, Benjamin Clark Chesser, Alexis Bowen Stafford, Jordis Elizabeth Blackburn, David C. Mashburn, Brandon T. White, Logan F. McGee, Carter Douglas Hatch, Seth McDaniel Kenny, Jacob Timothy Anderson, Austin C. Davis, Thomas McLean Patterson, Jr., Andrew Grayson Ray, Harrison Trent Lindsley, Anna Leishian Jones, Ethan Patrick Connor, Skylar Paige Simpson, Leah Grace Gutzwiller, Madison Grace Thomas, Andrew T. Coleman, Jack Titus Leone, Christian Scott Blackwell, Casey William Vaughn, Andrew Joseph Fusen, Alexandria Taylor Diane Carter, Laura Marie Bell, Alexis Butner, Samuel Warren Hayes, Noah Presley Robison, Tony Matthew George, Nathan Thomas Black, Kyle Michael McDowell, Paul Jarrett Odom, Ainsley Brooke Holliday, Abigail Ann Billings, Lucas Gregory Boring, Logan Dean Galloway, Department of Nuclear Engineering, Hunter Donovan Allen, Stephen R. Pucci, Samuel Jensen Farmer, Sandra Tira Hawley. Melody Ruth Monso. Elijah Pete Brock. Katie Carl. Gretchen Elizabeth Evans. Edward George Fedulum III. Stanley Glenn Paris. Hayden Trent Sobus. Elijah Clay Nordhorn. Reagan Lee McCamey. Dean Craig Forrest. Liam Robertson Walker. Harrison David Hegan. Andrew L. Waits. Venkata Valabaneni. Dalton Michael Lonker. Bernadette Evelyn Brzezinski. Hunter Gibbs Salmon. Tony Zhang. Mason David Phillips. Olin Robert Lavender. William Nicholas Frisch. Helena Angel Sanders. Alexander J. Choi. Catherine Joyce Worrell. Sophia Claire Hitson. David James Anderson. Daniel G. Roz. Gabriel Ford Lenchner. Nicholas John Anthony Branham. Michael Davis Ashburn III. Chilson Jacob Whittam. Nathaniel Danger Wolf.
Okay. Right now, I'd like to ask our guest speaker to the podium. I have a brief gift to present to you, an appreciation of outstanding service and support. And believe me, it goes far deeper than just today. He's been such a friend to the college for such a long time. Dr. Hash Hashemian, for honored speaker, commencement ceremony, a great talk, and all that you've done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I would now like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel William Estep, United States Air Force. He will commission 5 graduates into the United States Armed Forces.
Thank you, Dr. Boulay. I'd like to thank the University of Tennessee and Tickle College of Engineering for this opportunity to commission cadets making their way towards the stage as part of this commencement ceremony. First, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates here today. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and I'm excited for the innovation and advancements you have the opportunity to bring to the world around us. Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets that are coming forward have successfully completed a rigorous program allowing them to become officers in the United States military. I'd like to take just a moment to actually introduce each and every one of these cadets. Cadet Samantha Kavanaugh, Cadet Cole Dempsey, Cadet Campbell Kellum, Cadet Andrew Kofsky, and Cadet Justin Lee. And now it's time to administer the oath of office. Would the candidates please come to attention, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name. Have been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest second lieutenants in the United States Air Force.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Estep. Congratulations to our new U.S. Armed Forces officers. Let's give all these new officers one more round of applause. As a reminder, when the ceremony ends, all guests and graduates are asked to exit up the stairs to the concourse. It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost John Zomchik. He will conduct the conferral of degrees and conclude today's ceremony. You've waited a long time for this moment, and I want you to enjoy it. After your degree has been conferred, I hope you'll celebrate and soak in this moment.
Thank you, Assistant Dean Boulay. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, congratulations for all that you've done to get you to this wonderful day today. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our graduates. Everyone in this arena is so proud of you and so proud of what you've accomplished. Before I get to the actual conferral of degrees, I would ask you to take a look at the keepsake that you were handed as you crossed the stage just a moment ago. Keep those words, the words of the Torchbearer Creed, in your heart as you exit the stadium, as you leave our campus. Let them be a guide to you in all of your future endeavors. Go forth and lead this country, your community, your families in a direction that makes life and lives better for all of us. So now it is the moment that you've been waiting for. When I confer your degrees and you move your tassel, acknowledging the transition from student to alumni. This is a special moment for you to celebrate all your years of hard work and dedication. Degree candidates, please stand. You can clap. Your presence today demonstrates that you have done the work and completed the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, it is my honor and privilege to confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Congratulations, graduates. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Graduates, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll close the ceremony today, as is our tradition, with the singing of the alma mater together. For our graduates, it will be the first time that they have sung it as alumni. After the alma mater, at my direction, we'll take a few moments to celebrate and soak in the experience. Graduates, first-time alumni, I want you to rock Thompson-Boling Arena with your enthusiasm after we're all done. You may throw your caps, you may jump up and down, you may do anything that doesn't hurt anyone else around you. Family and friends, I ask you to do the same. This is a moment to celebrate, a joyous moment to reflect on all that you've accomplished and all of the people who've helped you to get to this point today. Please stand for the alma mater. Well, you beat me to it. Let's celebrate. 1, 2, 3.